Section 2. Hunter-gatherer societies. Background knowledge. Archaeologists believe that human beings first appeared in Africa millions of years ago. These early humans were hunter-gatherers. They lived by hunting small animals and gathering plants. In this section, you will read about the societies that these people formed and the developments that improved their chances for survival. How early hunter-gatherers lived. Archaeologists know very little about the lives of early hunter-gatherers like Lucy, but they do know that their lives often proved difficult. Many groups appeared for a time and died out. The development of tools. About 2.5 million years ago, early humans developed a useful new skill. They learned how to make tools out of stone. This innovation, or new way of doing things, was so important that archaeologists called this period the Paleolithic era, or the Old Stone Age. At first, the tools made by early humans were simple. Toolmakers split stones to make cutting tools for chopping down small trees, cutting meat, or scraping the flesh off an animal skin. Over time, Stone Age toolmakers became more skillful, making thinner and sharper stone blades. Some blades were used to make spears and arrows. Toolmakers began using bones and antlers, and some added decoration and color to their work. The use of fire. The Stone Age lasted from about 2.5 million to 10,000 years ago. Sometime during this period, people learned how to use fire. With fire, people could have light on the darkest nights. They could cook meat and plants and use the flames to scare off dangerous animals. Fire also allowed them to live in places where it would have otherwise been too cold to survive. Wandering bands. Stone Age hunter-gatherers lived in small groups or bands. A band probably included 10 or 12 adults and their children. Most of these people were nomads. They moved from place to place with the seasons. After gathering food in one area, they moved on to a new campsite. These wandering bands often used caves as shelters. If they stayed in one place for a while, they built tents or huts in which to live. The culture or way of life of early hunter-gatherer societies was simple. Most of their time was spent looking for food. Women and girls usually gathered fruit, grains, seeds, and nuts. They collected eggs and honey and caught small animals such as lizards or fish. They also may have picked herbs for medicine. Hunting was probably an important task for men. At first, they hunted mostly small animals. As their skills and weapons improved, Stone Age hunters probably turned to larger animals such as deer. Late Stone Age peoples. Towards the end of the Stone Age, two groups of larger-brained humans appeared. Both groups had more well-developed cultures than earlier peoples, but only one of these groups would survive. Neanderthals. A group known as Neanderthals appeared in Europe and parts of Asia 200,000 years ago. Their name comes from the Neander Valley in present-day Germany, where their fossil remains were first found. Neanderthals were the first people to bury their dead at times. They carefully arranged bodies in graves as if for sleeping. On some occasions, they sprinkled a dead person with flowers and colored clay. They then buried the body along with food and tools. Archaeologists do not know why Neanderthals did these things. It might have been to protect their bodies from harm. This may mean that Neanderthals held beliefs about life after death. Modern humans. About 100,000 years ago, the last new group of humans appeared. The scientific name of this group is Homo sapiens, which means wise people. Homo sapiens were the first modern humans, or people like you and me. These people were like Neanderthals in some ways. Both groups made tools, used fire, and hunted animals. Both were intelligent, but modern humans were taller and more athletic, and they had a powerful new tool, complex language. With language, modern humans could better communicate their ideas. They could organize a hunt or pass knowledge on to the younger people in the groups. This ability to use words and symbols gave them a great advantage in the struggle to survive. For thousands of years, Neanderthals and modern humans lived near one another, but the Neanderthals eventually disappeared. Some archaeologists believe that they fought with the newcomers and lost, while others think that the groups mixed together. Whatever the cause, fossils suggest that the Neanderthals did not live past 30,000 years ago. Looking back and ahead. In this section, you have read about Stone Age hunter-gatherer societies and their improved ability to survive. In the next section, you will learn about how early peoples survived long periods called ice ages.